What's going on, guys? Seth here for Tasty Loot Gaming, reacting to two videos, the Unreal Engine 5 reveal and Ghost Tsushima State of Play that just came out as of today, 3 hours ago, so not too late on that. But the Unreal Engine reveal happened yesterday through Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest thing that he's doing, and I'm going to watch that because I went to watch it yesterday. I was like, I should probably react to this, which shows off the tech of Unreal 5 running on the PlayStation 5, apparently. It's kind of nice those coincide together with those 5s. So yeah, going to watch these, going to give you my reaction. Hang out with me, and we're going to do this. So let's just jump in to that. First one up is we're going to watch the Unreal Engine. I'm actually, before we go into this, really excited for both these videos. And I know Unreal Engine is not exciting for some people who want to see like the big reveals, the big games, all that stuff. But I'm a big tech dude. I love new tech, and all the stuff we've seen so far when it comes to the next gen of consoles has underwhelmed me. And that's, I'm not trying to say it in a negative way. I'm just saying I don't feel any like big hype from it, which sucks. I mean, the biggest thing I'm excited about the next gen right now is the PS5 controller, and what these consoles will do based off speculation. So I'd really like to see what we're gonna get with these consoles. I mean, they're saying right now, a couple things I've read saying the PS5 is more powerful than any PC right now, which is wild because if that thing's $500, $550, there's some tech in there that's really cost efficient for them that they had to have made, because to build something that good would cost a lot. So we're getting into some really interesting territory. I'd like to see them fucking show off this shit like everyone else. So the Unreal Engine 5 reveal is very cool to me, just because Unreal Engine 5 will be used by a shitload of developers. And so, I mean, I still remember when I think it was either Unreal Engine 3 or 4, it might have been 4, when it was first revealed, they kept showing off over and over again the particle effects. You see all these demos where it just shows all these little orbs in the air flying around, or someone would get hit and it would just show all these, like, this energy go out of them and stuff. And then you start seeing that in, like, early games built off that engine. They all just use that straight out of the fucking box look, and then later you saw it implemented into more interesting ways. I remember Second Son straight up was just using that exact same effect you saw in the tech demos and stuff. So they're just definitely trying to show off some of that. Well, wait, I don't even know if a Second Son is on that engine. There's a game, I might be wrong on that. I might be completely fucking wrong on that. There was a game around that time, though, that, oh man, it's gonna drive me nuts. It just had like straight up baked in fucking Unreal Engine particle effects. They didn't really do a whole lot to it. Anyway, so yeah, I like watching these things. I like seeing them implemented into games. And this will give us a taste of what early PS5 and Xbox Series X games are going to look like. So without talking too much about this before watching, let's just fucking jump into it. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, I'm Brian Karras, Technical Director of Graphics here at Epic Games.
I am John fucking, art director of the special
we're dealing with some science here, some lab shit.
2 years ago, we got together as a team and brainstormed where we thought we could push forward state-of-the-art and real-time graphics. There were 2 key areas that stood out. The first, dynamic global illumination. Beautiful bounce lighting instantaneously.
Lighting is going to be the name of the game with this generation, just because, and speed, just because they're dealing with RTX cards now.
Lumen. We're about to show you what it is capable of. But first, there was another area that we thought we could push forward. Truly virtualized geometry.
RTX meaning like ray tracing, not necessarily
draw calls or memory. We could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
And that's a big deal for artists. I just want to be able to import my ZBrush model, my photogrammetry scan, my CAD data, without wasting any time optimizing, creating LODs, or even lowering the quality to make it hit frame rate.
In the end, that's what it's all about. Art that just works. And we call this new technology Nanite. Here is the future of Unreal Engine
that's
running
quite the
live
claim.
on a PlayStation 5.
Awesome. Let's take a look at it.
Awesome, bro.
This has to be the right way.
Now, before going into this, I've already read that this is actually an engine. This is actually a demo. It's not a real game, but it's a demo of an actual playable mock-up that they made. So, a lot of people are kind of bitching that it's like a pre-rendered thing, and it might be, but they said it's playable.
Features of this demo. Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets, but instead of using the game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in
That
There are around
is
1 million triangles each.
incredible
and thanks to
looking.
virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well. Nanite can render an insane number of triangles very quickly.
The detail's
There are over 1
insane.
billion triangles of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles.
If you took her out in that
What does that many
HUD,
triangles look like?
this what you
This
could
isn't
like
noise.
pass by, look at this, and think
These
it's
are the
real.
triangles, each a different color. Most are so small that they look like noise. Nanite achieves detail down to the pixel, which means triangles are often the size of pixels. This amount of geometric detail requires shadows to be pixel accurate as
That
well.
is so
and Nanite
fucking
can do
cool.
that too. Speaking of lighting, all of the
The
lighting in
lighting
this demo is
is
completely
on the
dynamic.
fucking all the shadows
With
and
the
shit
power
in
of
there.
Lumen that
So
even
good.
includes multi-bounce global illumination. No light maps, no baking here. Without GI,
What?
all of that beautiful lighting is gone.
Holy
With Lumen
shit!
enabled, we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly.
That is so fucking cool looking.
Okay, let's keep going.
Oh, I love lighting in this, specifically when it's like, well, now they got more realistic lighting. You get a
Made some
softer
great
light, which is
additions to
nice.
our
But
audio system as well.
I like realistic lighting in
Convolution
games.
reverb allows us to measure reverberation characteristics of real spaces.
A lot of games, it's like nighttime. It's like, here's a flash. I'm like, I don't need that
Reproduce them
shit.
in
It's not
virtual
dark.
spaces. Sound field rendering allows us to record and playback spatialized audio. All of this adds
This
up
is
to a more
fucking. This
immersive
is next gen
experience.
looking, man. Like, I mean, that's 2 gens ago. Fucking crawling through cracks. Even look at the bokeh effect in front of her as opposed to where it's focusing on the hand. Now imagine like a
Swarm of
full
bats was
AAA
created
dev
with a
working
Niagara
years on a
effect
game
system.
doing this. They didn't work
Particles
years
in
on this.
Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never before.
I mean, they worked years on the engine, but not this demo. This is so
We've
fucking
also
cool
added
looking.
a ton of new functionality to run fluid simulations like you see in the water below.
That could look better. I'm not gonna lie. The water looks great, but where her feet are at, not so much. That actually looks pretty shit. Climbing looks good, except for I saw her hand like
The demo
just
runs on our
press on the
chaos
wall like
physics
she's
system.
Spider-Man, and then
Here
the
we
other
are
one like
using it to
gripped in
accurately
there.
simulate the rigid bodies of the falling rocks and the cloth of her scarf.
The detail's fucking incredible, though. I'm so impressed with this. Where's that pre-order, baby? Let me get this shit.
Now that the environment is so complex, we've needed to greatly improve our animation systems to adapt. We've added predictive foot placement and motion warping, which dynamically modifies IK and body position to look more natural.
It looks
For the
good.
character to more
Ubisoft's really
realistically
good at that
interact
shit
with the
already.
environment, We've added the ability to trigger seamless contextual animation events, like her hand on the door.
Looks promising.
4A Games does a really good job on that. Night Dog does a really good job on that.
Dynamic GI is amazing, not just
Look at
for
that
speeding up
fucking
the
lighting.
game,
Holy
but
shit.
also for its
Look.
impact on gameplay.
That
Any
is
light
so
burst can
good.
move while still having beautiful bounce lighting.
It's
Dynamic
illuminating the fucking
illumination
metal.
means specular as well, which you can see on all the metal surfaces.
Yeah.
You can even see the Niagara-powered bugs reacting to the light.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I mean, it's neat, but we're past
Lumen
that kind
not
of
only
particle
reacts
effect.
to moving light sources, but also
Being able to
changes
render
in
all that.
geometry.
But that lighting is insane.
Remember we mentioned high poly assets? This statue was imported directly from ZBrush and is more than 33 million triangles. No baking of normal maps, no authored LODs.
That is so fucking cool. I'm just thinking of like horror
We can do
games
more
with this
than a
kind of
single
lighting.
statue. There are nearly 500 of that exact statue at the same detail level placed in this room, for a total of over 16 billion triangles from statues alone.
Wow.
Over this entire demo, there are hundreds of billions of triangles.
I can't believe people bitched about this. I want a new Batman. Yeah, we all do. That like would look like fucking CGI, like if you went and saw like a Pixar movie.
Limitless geometry.
When she
with
fucking
Lumen,
whoop.
you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination, all running on a PlayStation 5.
Oh man, I just am so impressed with this lighting. That shit would bog down anything right now. That's where a lot of that speed comes in, though. Being able to load that shit while it's streaming in front of you.
It can stretch all the way to the horizon.
Wow.
Portal, it's open. Don't fail me now.
Just having way too much fun while fucking rocks are flying at her face. It sucks it's taken a tech demo for me to get excited about the next gen in graphics. I mean, it should if they're going to show this off, but
It's time to see what's
every
next.
game I've seen so far has just looked like a current gen game with like better lighting. Ominous. Alright, well I pretty much said a lot about this already, but I'm thoroughly impressed with what I just saw. That lighting, I mean, I'm a huge proponent of fucking ray tracing. I keep talking about it and talking about it. As soon as I experienced it, I was like, holy shit, this is the future. This is like a jump in graphics finally, not just like they keep getting gradually better, but like an actual jump. And seeing that, I'm just seeing that being utilized with their new tech. It's really, that's really some next gen shit. That's some really can't be running on current stuff, graphics. The light going to every single crevice in real time, being able to change it, and not only just having really good like shading, shadows, lighting, but also that Lumen engine able to essentially do what ray tracing does, but in a way more impressive way. Illuminate softly everything in the room based off what the light's hitting and how it's bouncing off of it. It's really fucking incredible looking. I'm very impressed with that. As for like the tech demo itself, very sharp looking. Those textures were fucking fantastic. Kind of remind me of when I first saw like Battlefield 1 in the desert. You look at like a lot of like the landscapes and they look like, you know, if you took all the animations out of the scene and just took like a freeze frame of it, the highest graphics, it looks pretty fucking good. Looks pretty realistic, and this looks way better. The only reason I bring up that game specifically is because they try to make Battlefield look real. Whereas, you know, a cartoony game, you're not going to go, that looks so real. But the big thing that takes anyone out of graphics anyway, because they've already achieved fantastic looking graphics. But the thing that will take you out of it the fastest is animations. That's where you start noticing like, oh, I'm playing a game. Oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, the way a character moves or the way like objects move or physics, if they're loose, like a box just goes whew, and just flies off, it takes you completely out of everything. and here it's just a big fucking jump. That's so cool to see. Gameplay wise of that demo that apparently they say was playable, so they said you could play it from beginning to end. It's just a tech demo, so it's just that area they walked, I'm sure. Pretty standard stuff. Crawling through the crack, which is typically used to like was a smart way of like letting the game load while you had to take your time going through the crack. And climbing the wall, very Assassin's Creed like, very a lot of games like now. Pretty standard stuff. And the animations of her running were really good. I can imagine Naughty Dog or some other giant dev doing even better with that. These guys make engines and make games, but mostly just make that engine. But yeah, it was pretty decent looking. But I'm just still blown away by just how sharp the textures were on those graphics, and the lighting is just next level. It's the beginning of a new generation, and that really sold it to me. So yeah, I loved that. I thought it was fantastic, and it's gotten me this fucking gen, this next gen is coming this year. This is the slowest trickle fucking ever to getting to that point. Typically when they open the floodgates at some point before, like, the consoles, E3, the last console, or this current console generation, the E3 that happened where they revealed both consoles at once, the same fucking event. After that, it was just all what's coming for that shit. It just flowed in. And this has been like, they talked about fucking PS5 there a little bit. That they're revealing more about PS5 than Sony is. Xbox, dropped the ball with fucking their gameplay event. People were very upset with it. So it's just weird the way this is. It's also lazily done, and you can blame this pandemic right now for a lot of that, but they were doing that before as well. So it only exacerbates it, in my opinion. So, but yeah, we're finally getting some stuff though. I'm really happy with what I saw here. Just really incredible. That lighting, man, it's just so fucking good. I noticed, like, as soon as she went in that building, I'm a fucking nerd, but I'm like looking at the metal here, and like that the coloration of that is softly on there, and then when she goes over further, it's still there, but it's also lighting other sources. There's a lot of shit going on there that you don't get in other games that exist right now. And it looks fucking great. It looks great. It gets me really excited. So, yeah. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the Unreal Engine 5 reveal. Are you excited? Are you not excited? Was it impressive? Are you like, looks okay? Yeah, if you didn't like this, what would you have preferred them do or show? And what are you hoping to see soon? I know they just showed off, they're doing the Mafia trilogy, all three of them with better graphics. That's fucking, I should probably do a video on that. I'm really excited for that. Honestly. So, but yeah, let me know everything you're thinking about in the comments below when it comes to Unreal Engine 5 reveal. Next video I'm watching is another one I'm very excited. This whole video I'm very excited for. This is finally some big stuff to be fucking watching and reacting to, and that is the Ghost of Tsushima State of Play. It's a State of Play just dedicated to Ghost of Tsushima. This is 18 minutes apparently of just the game, and I'm so fucking excited. I know this video is gonna feel like 3 minutes because it's gonna be awesome, unless it sucks, but I've not heard that from anybody. So just so I can say real quick, for anyone who might be watching this who's not regularly around here, hit the subscribe button if you enjoy what we do here. But also I'm really excited for Ghost of Tsushima. It's one of my most hyped games of 2020. Probably number 4. My top 3 are Last of Us Part 2, Cyberpunk, and Final Fantasy VII. And so far, Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of 2020, so I was correct in my hype on that. Unless one of these games come out and steal it, this might get my hype up, because I have some reservations about The Last of Us Part 2, although that last trailer was fucking good. That shit hit me in the feels. Hopefully this does too. So I'm very excited for Ghost of Tsushima. It's one of my most hyped games of the year. So let's jump into this. Let's stop talking. I think I have this at 4K. Yeah. don't know how it's going to translate to the fucking recording and then you guys watching it, but at least you'll see what I'm seeing and know what I know. It's so cool too because like Sucker Punch, very, very
Hello,
talented
everyone.
company.
I'm Jason Connell from Sucker Punch Productions. We have a lot to show.
Let me just finish my thought because I don't want to talk over this. Sucker Punch is a very, very talented company that makes games that I'm not a huge fan of. But every time I play them, I'm like, these guys are really good at what they fucking do. I'm just not big on Infamous. It's fine, whatever. But them going into making this, I was like, okay, those dudes are fucking talented. They're making this like samurai ninja, very Japanese cinema style game, and I'm just so excited for just that fucking the how good these guys are making games, being dedicated to something that I can get behind, if that makes sense. So, all right, I'll shut up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jason Connell from Sucker Punch Productions. We have a
Love
lot to
it.
show you today about Ghost of Tsushima. Combat, customization, special modes. But first, let's take a look at how you explore the world of Tsushima.
Oh, I love it. I love the way it looks already.
Exploration has been at the heart of our open world design since the very beginning.
I love the
But you
colors.
can't have exploration if you don't have curiosity. So we've continually asked ourselves, how can we let the island guide you in the most thematic and immersive ways possible?
Yellow trees. Yellow trees. I'm going to yellow trees. Or the burning building. I understand now what they're saying about making the landscapes kind of tell you where to go and stuff. Damn, homie can jump. R2, that's an interesting button for that. Jeremy, let me know in the comments what you think about the horse's animation. Anybody else too, but community member Jeremy has very high standards for this. Oh, it's fucking beautiful. And the music. I feel emotional just from looking at this. Interesting. For anybody not reading, it said that gusts of winds can kind of guide you because they don't want to take away from the visuals, except for that thing. I love the fucking landscape. There's a little bear boy over there.
The guiding wind can take you to all kinds of locations in the game, like this farmstead that's been taken over by the Mongols. It can also take you to your next big story moments, or even help you find rare collectibles. But what about the things that you don't know about, that you haven't seen yet, that you don't know exist? Keep your eyes peeled for other visual cues. smokestacks on the horizons, interesting and odd-shaped trees, or maybe even animals trying to get your attention.
Quickly, Nobu.
There's a certain like softness to the graphics that's really interesting. At first I thought it was like because they had to lower the graphics to make everything move, which probably is the case. But it also aesthetically looks really good. Like the forest over there, but also the smoke has this like softness to it that almost looks like a painting or something. Because there's so many things happening at once. Some birds will lead Jin to points of interest such as hidden locations. That is cool.
Stay away, my lord. The spirits of vengeful samurai haunt this forest.
Same, bro.
Let's go, Nobu.
That's good you can grab shit on horseback. That's awesome, actually, because, like, sometimes you have to stop, get off, grab things, get back on, go. Explore abandoned buildings to collect rare resources. Yeah, I'm glad that they're emphasizing that you're going to want to explore, because game worlds can get so... can feel so deflated when there's nothing there. Not even just people or animals, which seems to be the case in this game there is, but things to look for. Foxwell Gungeon, 2 hidden shrines. That's cool, the wildlife are indicators. That's so cool. Foxboy! Can't pet the fox, though? Mistakes were made. Okay.
Tsushima is rich with exploration and discovery, and whether you're just following a string of torii gates that'll lead you to a high mountain shrine, or maybe it's just a fox trying to show you something hidden in the woods.
Okay, you can pet him. Good.
Either way, bring your sense of adventure.
It's become a standard in gaming. Oh, this game's gonna be the real deal, man. If this game has like a decent storyline, it's okay. The game's gonna be great. If it has a great storyline, it's gonna be one of the best games of this generation. Ooh, that looks so cool.
Hi, this is Nate Fox from Sucker Punch.
What's up, Nate
Now,
Fox?
we just showed you some exploration, but let's switch gears and check out some combat.
Ooh, I like his armor.
If you've ever seen a samurai movie, you know what to expect. Two warriors
Seen a
sizing each
lot.
other up, waiting for the other to make the first move.
Fight me!
Love it. Oh, so cool. And the blood on the ground, you can see where the blade went.
As you can see, the Mongols are everywhere on this island. For Jin to succeed, he has to use real, skillful precision in fighting them. No wasted energy. Every strike must count.
Very samurai. That was fucking sick. Oh, and the animations too. That's so fucking cool. Oh, this game was made for me. Holy shit. So the world's awesome. Exploration seems good. Combat's fucking sick. Graphics are great.
So that was Jin fighting as a samurai. But now let's see him take on the same group of Mongols as the dishonorable Ghost. As the Ghost, he'll use every dirty trick he can think up to even the odds. Even using fear as a weapon.
That's really cool. I like that there's like polarity to him. Being samurai ninja. God damn. Like the technique too with the bow. This is cool because I love stealth games with good mechanics. I've talked about it a million times on the show. And this has that. I thought that was mostly going to be what this game was, but then going in like a samurai, it also has like a whole other way to fucking do combat, which is awesome. I'm wondering if that's going to be like the gear you equip will dictate that. Oh, that's a cool effect. This is so cool. Mongols will learn to fear the ghost. That's cool. Oh, I love this game. That was cool. I'm saying that a lot, I know, but everything in this is pretty fucking cool. Traversal seems good too, which is nice. Reminds me of Batman, but also like I'm a big Splinter Cell fan, so this is really kind of doing that for me. I get to the point in Splinter Cell where I'm just like constantly moving and taking people out without getting fucking seen and shit, so this is a game I'm gonna want to get like good at that. That's what you get, Mongols, for Mongoling over here.
You might have noticed that while fighting as the samurai, or sneaking around as the ghost, Jin had on a different set of armor. That's because the armor in this game actually gives you different mechanical advantages. It's not just the way it looks. It helps accent your chosen playstyle. As you explore the world, you'll discover Omamori charms. They'll give you an edge in battle. But more importantly, as your legend grows, you'll develop all new techniques which transform Jin from a samurai into the ghost. But the thing is, you get to decide how those techniques evolve and grow over time. It's always
Very
worth
cool.
keeping an eye out for dye flowers. Find enough of them and you can change the color of an armor. So not only do you get to choose
What?
how the ghost gameplay evolves, but you can fine-tune the look as well.
Oh god, that's so cool. It's not even just like the color, but like even the design and stuff. Yeah, this game needs a photo mode. It like
It wouldn't be a Sucker Punch game if it didn't
Needs
have
it.
photo mode. In our new photo mode, we have features such as color grading, depth of field, so you can focus on the right objects. We have a bunch of new features that really underline the motion and movement that's so great about our game. You can control the wind's direction, the speed, you can change out the particles to different types of leaves and fireflies.
oh, it's
You
cool.
can even select a track of music from our original score that might be a little bit more fitting. So if you're into doing a photo, or maybe you actually want to do a video, there's something here for you. Here's a few that I've created.
Videographers get something? That is fucking dope. Really?
A Japanese voice track option with subtitles is a perfect fit for our game. So I'm happy to say that before the first scene even starts, you'll be able to turn this option on.
I'm gonna want to play both though.
お侍様の戦い方じゃない。何を申す。
お侍どころじゃないよ。このお方は猛虎を打ち滅ぼすため。
It's the first time I think I've seen a non-Japanese game have a Japanese voice option. That's really fucking
Here
cool.
at Sucker Punch, we are huge fans of samurai cinema. We wanted to create a way
too.
for you to feel like you're playing your favorite samurai movie. So we created a windy, black and white, film grained out mode that you can turn on.
Kurosawa, baby. Fucking years and years of just scouring Japanese cinema, watching all the cool samurai movies, and finally there's a game that's doing this shit. I was actually gonna say, the main character reminds me a lot of the guy in Twilight Samurai. What the fuck is his name? Hiroyuki Sanada? Pretty sure. He's in Sunshine. Last Samurai. But yeah, his
Today,
the
we've shared
character
with you
reminds me
some
of
of
that
the
guy.
unique ways that you can explore the island of Tsushima. We've also shared with you some of the ways that you can fight as a samurai,
Boom, bitch.
assassinate as the ghost,
Love it.
or customize Jin,
Both look awesome.
or play in special ways. But we have so much more to show you in the future. Ghost of Tsushima comes out on July 17th. Thank you so much for watching today. We'll
Comes
see you
out
later.
in fucking July. It's like right around the corner. They're like, we got so much more to show you. We run out of time. Look at that. It looks so good. Yeah, it was a quick 18 minutes. Whew, I got chills a lot watching that. I pretty much talked throughout the whole thing. Definitely, you know my opinion on this, but I'm even more excited for it. Every time I see more on this game, I get more excited on it. This did it though. This showed everything I needed to see to know that this is a game that I absolutely need. I've been wanting this game, like everybody else, since it got announced, but seeing this just like solidifies, like, just fucking, this game is gonna be sick. It's obviously gorgeous looking. The graphics are pretty good, but the visual styling, the atmosphere, so artistic, so fucking good looking, so beautiful looking, which they obviously put a lot of work into, to the point of, in the photo mode, you can really utilize their tools to make it into anything that you want, even to the point where you are dressing your character in certain ways and having different colors and designs of clothing. I mean, like, this game is just a visual fucking feast. But watching the original stuff, I'm like, how's the gameplay though? Because it's great looking. It's great looking for sure. That's easy. But is it gonna be fun to play? But we're sitting here seeing exploration of a gorgeous fucking world, secret stuff to find, a soundtrack and animals, an atmosphere that makes it feel like an adventure, which is fucking cool. And then the combat, which you don't even have just one kind of combat. You have two options of combat with ways to build upon that and make that more your own. You got the samurai combat, which looks awesome. I love that they're just taking straight up after Japanese cinema. That just really fucking hits home for me. And then the ninja stuff that I assumed, which I'm less into, but it looks like it plays really fucking good. Like I said, it kind of reminded me of Splinter Cell, which is a huge compliment. I want to be able to quickly move around and take people out and go back into the shadows and run around and hit somebody from a distance, set up traps, stuff like that. I just feel like a badass, and it looks like you're going to be able to do that, which is fucking cool. This game has a really cool tonal shift of this tranquil beauty and this very bloody, barbaric combat, and where you're stabbing someone up through their jaw, and they're like still alive and there's blood everywhere and shit. But then you're running around in like a yellow forest with a fucking little fox baby and like fucking birds flying around with you and stuff. There's just this game is, I don't think it's gonna feel stagnant when you play it. There's so much variety in everything, in gameplay, in options, in things to unlock and find and customize, and just the visuals. It seems like everywhere you go, it looks vastly different and has like a beauty all of its own. So, I'm just thoroughly impressed with this game. I'm very much hyped for it. If the story of it is really good, it could very well be one of my favorite games of this year. It's definitely going to be one of my favorites, but top 3, I don't know. But it's looking to be a fantastic game that I can't wait to play. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of Ghost of Tsushima State of Play PS4 video that we just watched? Are you impressed? Are you not impressed? Is there something you wanted from this game that you're not seeing? Do you have some reservations? Is it going to be as good as they're saying, or that people are saying, or I'm saying to you? Or are you on board? Are you like, this game looks fucking incredible, I can't wait to play it, I want to slice and dice, I want to run around in beautiful fucking hills with wind guiding me? Let me know everything you're thinking about. Maybe there's a detail in this video that I didn't say anything on. Maybe you want to point it out to me. Let me know everything you're thinking about in the comments below. But that's going to do it for this TLG Reacts. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok at Tastely Gaming. Check out my streams. Links down below. I'm on everything, even Periscope. So, I mean, like, when I'm streaming, you can watch me fucking anywhere. Just so make sure to follow me on one of those links. We have a Discord link down below. You can talk to us anytime, all the time. We're on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast platforms if you prefer to listen to us. And, yeah, we got Tastycast coming out later this week. So stay tuned for that. But until then, have a good week, guys, and take it easy.